हेलो एवरीवन, वेरी गुड इवनिंग, वेलकम बैक वंस अगेन। सब लोगों का फिर से स्वागत है। So hope you guys are doing well and fine, and please join the session quickly. And all those who are already live here, please tell me if you guys are having any questions, any doubts. Yeah, good evening, all of you. Hi guys. So come on guys, quickly, fast. Whatever topics we have discussed in the previous session, please do tell me. Any questions, any queries, anything? Yeah, good evening, all of you. PPT was not there. Um, are you sure? Okay, that's strange. I don't know. I mean, this never happens. It was uploaded today. Okay, really sorry for the inconvenience, but this is not my task, guys. Unfortunately, it might have been missed as it was maybe weekend. So that generally doesn't these things, doesn't happens. So, okay, really sorry for the inconvenience. You guys got it today, right? Okay. I'm getting mixed responses. Means like few of you guys are saying that you got the PPT and few of you guys are saying that you didn't got. I mean, please, it was uploaded today, uploaded, got it, not got it. Come on, guys, please tell me. Everyone got it in the previous class portal link? No. I'm really sorry. So, okay, no worries. I'll just, in some time I'll ask the yes, no, yes, no. Okay, no worries. All those who didn't got, no worries. Okay, I'll ask the tech team. They'll upload it. Okay, again. Yeah, so no doubts. Obviously, there was no PPTs. Obviously, you guys were not able to read it. I understand. Okay, no worries. So we move forward with the next topic for discussion today. That is the sources of the Indian Constitution. Okay, what are the sources we have in our Constitution? Okay, so here we go. See, Indian Constitution. Okay, it's not there in the group. Well, Ashish, recap. I don't think so, guys. Do I need to do the recap? Please, I will work on consensus. Do I need to have the recap? Means like any kind of short, quick discussion. No. Yes. No. Means like no. 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 So I've got only two yes yet. Have made, have notes, all okay. 3 yes, 4 yes, and 30 plus no's. I need at least 30 plus yes. Okay, no worries. I'll give you the recap after the session. Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's start with the topic. Okay, and I'll give you the recap after the session. Right, no worries. So, sources of the Indian Constitution. Guys, please remember, our Constitution is not copied. Always mark this thing. Don't ever say that Indian Constitution is a copied constitution. No, it's not. Indian Constitution is the synopsis of the greatest constitutions of this world. Different constitutions of this world. So Indian Constitution has been, means taken the idea. Okay, so we have got different sources. We have just taken the idea from the different constitutions of this world: American, German, the Russian constitution, the Japanese constitution, the Australian constitution, the Canadian, the British, and so on. Right. So we are talking about the sources of the Indian Constitution. What are the things in our Constitution that we have got here with us? Okay. So starting with this, the biggest source of our Constitution is what? Government of India Act 1935. Okay, what is the biggest source of the Constitution? It is the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, remember today we have got, as you can understand, we are what? We are the parliamentary form of government. Okay, the parliamentary form of government. Then this parliament is having two houses. The house known as House of People, known as Lok Sabha, and then we have got Council of States, known as Rajya Sabha. Okay, this we have taken from Britain. In British Parliament, okay, you can just note down like this. In the British Parliament, okay, what do we have in British Parliament? We have got House of Commons, and then we have got House of Lords. Okay, so we have got House of Commons and House of Lords, right? So House of Commons is what? Lok Sabha. House of Lords is what? Rajya Sabha. Okay, so this is what the first source is, like the parliamentary form of government. We have taken it from British. But who created the Government of India Act in our country? Okay, who created the Government of India Act in our country? So it was British only, once again. So there are many things in our constitution coming from the Government of India Act, like the distribution of powers. Okay, distribution of powers. Powers between whom? Powers between the center and the states. Okay, powers between the center and the states. Okay, this is where we have got from. This is what we have got from the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, then the other features, as you can see, the longest act, the Government of India Act, please highlight this part whenever you get this PPT. Okay, this was the longest act passed by the British government, with 321 sections and nearly 10 schedules. Not nearly, exactly 10 schedules. Okay, and this Government of India Act is based on the reports of some other commissions, like for example the third roundtable conference, the Simon Commission, as well as the white paper of 1933. Okay, now this will be, I'll give you a bit homework today. Please note down the homework. And yes, it is. What do you mean by the term white paper of 1933? What do you mean by this? Okay, white paper of 1933. Homework, okay? Yeah, I miss my beards. Okay, Harappan beard. Yeah, some changes are needed sometimes. Okay, guys, so what is this? This is your homework, okay? White paper of 1933. Right. So, Government of India Act 1935. What are the things we have got? The Act abolished the system of provincial diarchy. That means there used to be dual government in the provinces, but it is just literally, it abolished the system of provincial diarchy and suggested the establishment of diarchy at the center. That is through which the Federation of India came in. Okay. Now, most importantly, this Act, Government of India Act 1935, established what? The Office of State Governors. So today we have got the Office of State Governors with us, right? So from where we have got this Office of State Governors? Through the Government of India Act 1935. So wherever state, or whichever state you are, okay, wherever you are residing, from Kashmir to Karnataka, from Tamil Nadu to Kerala to Maharashtra, Andhra, okay, UP, Bihar, Arunachal, Nagaland, Assam, wherever. Okay, you have got a state governor with you, right? So that state governor's office comes into the existence through what? Through the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, next. Federal legislature. Okay, this act suggested the legislature will have two houses, as already discussed, the Council of States and the Federal Assembly. Post independence, this thing came to be known as Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, So see, all of this information is not that important for you. Okay, you can just skip this part. Okay, you can just let it be. Okay, just keep this thing. Federal legislature comes into India through which? Through the Government of India Act 1935. How many members, representatives? Okay, that's not for you. Okay, you can skip this part. Next, provincial autonomy. Whatever states, state government, state legislature, whatever powers they do have, okay, it comes through the Government of India Act 1935. As you remember, we discussed about this cabinet mission, right? So, come on, answer me. As per the cabinet mission plan, the residuary powers were given to whom? Past. As per the cabinet mission plan. States? Yep, true. Provinces. That is the states, right? But you can see there is a difference here. As per the Government of India Act 1935, the residuary powers is vested into the hands of the Viceroy. So you can just mark the difference, make a star and then note down. Okay, just please make a star and note down this line. As per the cabinet mission plan, okay, as per the cabinet mission plan, residuary powers were given to the provinces, whereas as per the Government of India Act 1935, the powers were given to whom? Were given to Viceroy. Okay? That's it. I hope this is noted. As per the cabinet mission plan, residuary powers to the provinces. As per the Government of India Act 1935, residuary power to the Viceroy. Presently, the residuary power is given to whom? Presently, the residuary powers, they are given to whom? Center or the states? Union? Union? Yes, that is the center, that is the union. Okay. Good. Okay, from UK, that is from Britain, exactly, not from the Government of India Act 1935, but from Britain, what we have taken. Firstly, the prime ministerial form of government. Okay, democracies, they are of two types. The first one where it is called as presidential form of government. Second one, it is the prime ministerial form of government. So in India, what type of government we have got? The prime ministerial form of government. Okay. So the parliamentary form of government, which is also known as the prime ministerial or the cabinet form of government, is taken through the British or the UK kingdom. And what is the main feature? Okay, that is the presence of the multi-party system or the opposition parties as well. So in India, if you just give one answer, what do you think? How many political parties do we have in India? Huh? What do you think, guys? How many political parties do we have in India? Many. Very nice answer. I'm asking about in figures. 500,000, 10,000. More than 4. National, regional, whatever. Okay. How many political parties are there in India? May it be at the national level, state level, okay, even district level. How many? 2,000 plus, 100 plus, 6 on national level, okay. Why there is need of the president or king in the parliamentary form of government? See, Britain keeps the convention as per just the tradition, they are keeping the crown still alive. Okay. But as per India, okay, we have kept the office of president to represent the head of the state. Okay, to represent the head of the state. See, as per the data what we have, around 2,800 plus registered political parties are there in India at the national, state, and even at the district level. Okay, at the national, at the state, and even at the district level. I'm not talking about this not-for-profit organizations or NGOs. No, 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 they are different. I'm talking about just the purely political parties. As per the registered data, it is touching the mark of something 3,000. Okay, so presence of multi-party system as well as the presence of the opposition parties. Okay, that keeps the check on the ruling party and its functioning. So this is also we got from where? We got from the United Kingdom. Okay, and what is the need of the president? So need of the president is just to have the head of the state, as prime minister is considered as the head of the government. Okay, so you can note this fact as well. Make a star point and then note down. The two leaders, de jure and de facto. De jure is what? De jure is known as the nominal head. And in India, it is the President of India. Okay. And de facto, it is the real head. Real head, as in India, it is the Prime Minister. Okay. So the office of Prime Minister is considered as what? Head of the government. Okay. Head of the government. And the office of president is considered as what? It is the head of the state. The whole state of India. Okay. So one side, it's the de jure head. Other side, it's the de facto head. Okay. De jure as in nominal. Okay. Just for the namesake. De facto, it is the real. Okay. Yeah, 3,000 plus. Yes, Bhuvnesh, that's correct. Okay, guys, clear? The de jure and de facto. Okay, de jure, that is nominal, that is in India, is president. Okay, if you just compare it with England, okay, so de jure, it's the British crown, the British queen. Okay, and de facto, it's once again the prime minister, right? So next, what we have took from Britain, Article 14 of our Indian Constitution, that is rule of law. Who is supreme? Who is considered as most supreme in India? In a democratic state, not just in India, in a democratic state. Come on, guys, please answer. Parliament, Supreme Court, or Bapre? People. Okay. It's law. Okay. No one is above the law. See, it's written. Rule. Rule of what? Rule of law. There was a British political philosopher. His name was A.V. Dicey. Okay. He propounded this theory known as rule of law. Okay. Yeah, law is supreme. No one and nothing is over and above the law. Everyone is equal in the eyes of law, and law is supreme. Whether you are the richest person, whether you are the most powerful person, whether you are head of this, head of that, you are below the law. Okay? You cannot breach the law. You are not above the law. That's it. Okay? Who propounded this theory? It was once again a British political philosopher. His name was A.V. Dicey. Okay? So what this basically states, that the state is not governed either by the representatives or even by the people, but only by the law. Okay. So the concept of rule of law states that everyone is equal in the eyes of law. And this is also what Article 14 of our Constitution says, that we shall be discussing once we start the chapter known as fundamental rights. Okay. So rule of law is also taken from England. Next, the concept of single citizenship. We are all citizens of India, whether you are residing in Lakshadweep, Andaman, Nagaland, Arunachal, Kashmir, Ladakh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Assam, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Himachal, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, MP, wherever. Okay. Whatever state you are residing, who you are Indian. Okay. Whatever state you are residing in, you are an Indian. You don't have the state citizenship. Like, for example, America, it is having the state citizenship. But India does not have any state citizenship. We are all what? Citizen of India. You might be having your voter ID, PAN card, Aadhaar card, whatever. It is, nationality, it is mentioned there. Your house address is mentioned there, not your domicile. Okay? It's your nationality, that is Indian. Take up your Aadhaar card, okay, and you can see what is mentioned there, Indian. Okay, so who are we? We are all Indians, regardless of our domicile, where we are residing. Okay, what state we are coming from, doesn't matter. We are all what? Indian citizen. Single citizenship we have. And in case you want to take the citizenship of any other country, you are free to take it. Okay, go tata, bye-bye, sayonara. We'll give you the good farewell as well, no doubt in that. But yes, the moment you acquire the citizenship of any foreign soil, your Indian citizenship will be lost. And remember how it works. Let's say there is a person known as Mr. X. Okay. So Mr. X comes from India. Okay. He is an Indian citizen right now. Mr. X has applied for, okay, applied for the citizenship of, let's say, Australia, for example. Okay. So, is the citizenship of Mr. X, is the Indian citizenship of Mr. X is gone now? Has he lost the Indian citizenship? Yeah, go on. Has Mr. X lost his Indian citizenship as he has applied for? Yes. Can we take citizenship of enemy alien? Yes, it's up to you. You can. Yes, not yet. Okay. Why? Because he has only yet applied. He has not got the citizenship. Okay. He has only applied for. You can apply for, there are 200 countries on this planet. At one time, you can apply for citizenships of 200 countries. Okay. Whosoever the first country would be, who would be granting you the citizenship. Okay. The moment you are given with the citizenship of any XYZ country, the very same moment, automatically, no legislation, no licensing, no cancellation is needed. No formal process is needed. Automatically, your Indian citizenship is cancelled. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Overseas citizen of India, they are those people, those who are not born in India. Okay, OCIs or NRIs. Okay, NRIs, those who are born in India, but they are not residing in India. Okay, OCIs, those are the people, those who are not born in India, but still their parents or grandparents. Okay, for example, in the citizenship chapter, don't worry, we have this chapter. We have got two types of citizenship: jus soli and jus sanguinis. Okay, so jus soli means by birth. That means you are born on this soil, and by the virtue of your birth on this soil, you are the citizen. And we have got the next one, that is jus sanguinis. What it says? By relation. That though you are born on some other soil, but your parents, either of your parents or either of your grandparents, maternal or paternal, whatever, they are an Indian citizen. So by relation, you get this just sanguineous citizenship as well. So those people, though that is overseas citizen of India, they do get citizenship by just sanguineous. But as per Article 8, they will have to register themselves. Only they will be able to get the citizenship. If they don't register, then no citizenship. Okay. So single citizenship concept. Where we have got it from? We have got it from England once again. Okay. The Constitution of England, or even the United Kingdom, you can say. Next, America. What the American Constitution has given us. So we have taken the concept of fundamental rights from the American Constitution. Okay. What is it? Fundamental rights. Okay. It's 35, not 32. Sorry. Mistype. Article 35. Okay. So fundamental rights, they are taken from where? From the American Constitution. Next, judicial review. Okay, we will reach this chapter known as judiciary, and there you will understand about this judicial review. In 1803, if I'm not wrong with the year, 1803 or 1809, 1803, a very famous case happened in America known as Mulberry versus Medicine. Okay, you can just, if you want for your information, for your extra information, you can note down. Though not related to the topic, but it was Mulberry versus Medicine case. 1803, through which originated the doctrine of judicial review. Okay. So where it happened? Mulberry versus Medicine case, obviously, United States of America. Okay. Fundamental rights, there, the concept of fundamental, I hope this is noted, Mulberry versus Medicine case, 1803. In America, there happened this case, and through which the American Supreme Court just propounded this doctrine that is known as doctrine of judicial review. So this is what we have got from America, along with this concept, okay, that is fundamental rights. Okay. Our next chapter, I guess probably tomorrow we shall be starting this chapter, that is fundamental rights, and there we shall be discussing. Okay. So part 3, it is written in part 3 of our Constitution from Articles 12 to 35. Okay. Done? Is Raviteja, Bunala Raviteja? Understood? Fast, please. Yeah, okay. Next. The impeachment procedure of the president, okay, and the removal of judges, right? So how do we remove the Indian president from his or her office in case we have to remove? And how do we remove our judges? Like presently, removal motion is going on inside the parliament against a judge. If you guys are reading current affairs, you know the name. Come on, tell me. A judge in India is about to get impeached. Who is he? Bhuvnesh, I will elaborate judicial review there once we start the chapter of judiciary. Don't worry. I'll explain all in detail. Okay. Relax. I just gave you the reference to note. Okay. What is judicial review? Okay. What is judicial activism? What is judicial overreach? I'll teach you everything. Don't worry. Okay. Justice Yashwant Verma. Yeah. Right. Justice Judge Dhankar. Arey Baba. Himanshu, you have mixed a lot of things. You have made a deadly combo. Jagdeep Dhankar, sir, was our former vice president and he resigned. He was not removed. Okay. You have made a very deadly combination. Justice Jaji Dhankar. No. Okay. Jagdeep Dhankar was our former vice president. He resigned just a week back. Okay. And the other name is Justice Yashwant Verma. Okay. Who is about to be impeached. Okay. No, not politically removed. He resigned. Okay. Don't go on the hereby or hereway things. Okay. Right. So what we have got from America again, the impeachment procedure of the president and the removal of the judges. Okay. In our Supreme Court and High Courts. Okay. These are all taken by the American Constitution. Okay. So where it is mentioned as per Article 124, Clause 4 for the judges and Article 61 for the president. Okay. And for which we have created a legislation as well in India known as the Judges Inquiry Act of 1968. Okay. That's it. Next, Ireland. What we have taken from Ireland, we have got this thing to be discussed as well known as Directive Principles of State Policy. Okay. DPSPs. They are taken from where? They are taken from the Constitution of Ireland. And we have divided DPSPs into three segments: the Gandhian principles, the social principles, as well as the liberal principles. Okay. So don't worry, we will read this as well. I'm just giving you the reference. What are the things which we have adopted from where? Okay. And each of these things are to be dealt in detail in the upcoming chapters. Okay. Next, Canada. So Canada has provided us with the federation with a strong center, and the residuary powers, they are to be given to the center. We have just taken this as well. Okay. And now don't get confused. Office of Governor is taken from where? Office of Governor is taken from the Government of India Act 1935. Okay. But the mode, the procedure or the appointment procedure of the governors, they have been taken from where? They have been taken from Canada. The theory of office is from Government of India Act 1935. But the mode of appointment, okay, the technique of appointment, it is taken from Canada. Okay, right? That's it. Next, France. In our preamble, we have written some words like liberty, equality, and fraternity. And we have taken these three words from the Constitution as well as preamble of France. Okay. And the concept of republic. Who are we? We are republic, right? So the concept of republic as well as the words that is liberty, equality, and fraternity, all of this are taken from the French Constitution itself. Okay. Next, Australia. The concurrent list, first of all. Okay. And the joint sitting of both the houses of parliament, that is mentioned under Article 108. Okay. So this is the thing that we have taken from the Constitution of Australia, as well as the interstate trade and commerce. Okay. The concept of interstate business, basically the freedom of trade and commerce. Okay, that is mentioned inside Indian Constitution, Articles 301 to 307. This is also which has been taken from the Constitution of Australia. Okay, so the concept of concurrent list, the concept of joint sitting of both the houses of parliament, as well as the interstate freedom of trade. Okay, it is all taken by the Australian Constitution. Okay. Yeah. Next, South Africa. The procedure of the elections of the members in Rajya Sabha. See, the MPs of Lok Sabha, they are appointed, they are elected directly. We do cast our votes, okay, for the member of parliament in Lok Sabha. But we don't cast our votes for the members of parliament for Rajya Sabha. Okay, the Rajya Sabha MPs, they are elected indirectly. We don't vote for them. Our elected representatives, those who are sitting inside the Lok Sabha, they do vote for the members of Rajya Sabha, members for Rajya Sabha. We don't. And this indirect election concepts for the other house of the parliament is taken from where? It is taken from the Constitution of South Africa. Okay? Right? As well as how do we amend our constitution? Okay. What is the procedure of the amendment to the Indian Constitution? It has been also taken from where? From South Africa. Okay. So what are the two things? Indirect elections to the members of Rajya Sabha, as well as the amendment procedure of the Constitution. It has been taken from the South Africa as well. Okay. Next, Germany. It gave us the provisions of suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. So if emergency is applied under Article 358 and under Article 359, our fundamental rights, they get what? They get suspended. And this provision also we have taken from where? From the Weimar Constitution, also known as the German Constitution. Okay? Right? Next. Okay, that's it. Okay, everyone. Is that clear? The sources. All of you? The sources thing are clear? Okay. So here we go to the next thing that is to be discussed. So is Indian Constitution copied Constitution? Yep. Is Indian Constitution a copied Constitution? Yes or no? Yes, Himanshu, subject to their investigation and whether they have followed all the protocols, all the provisions, they can be granted Indian citizenship. Okay. Yep. It's not borrowed, it is the synopsis, okay, of the different constitutions of this globe. Okay. Yeah. True. So let's talk about the salient features. Right. If we just go through this all thing, okay, salient features, leniency written, blend of rigidity and flexibility, okay, then federal system with unitary bias, everything, okay. So Article 1, parliamentary form, okay. So let's discuss each and everything, okay. So what are the salient features, right? So first thing that you can see on your screens. Yes, it is copied. No, Adarsh, you can't say this. Okay, it's not copied. Examiner will immediately, give you minus marks if you write copied. Okay, remember, it is not a copied constitution. Not at all. Okay, it is what? Synopsis of the different constitutions of this globe. Okay. Even parts are not taken. References have been taken, and all of those things, they have been modified, they have been molded as per the Indian society and then only applied. Okay. Even if you say parts have been taken, then even parts are also not taken. Okay. No, even IPC and CRPC, they are not copied, na. They have been made by British themselves. We can't even call them copied. They are not even made by us. Okay, IPC, CRPC, they are just directly made by the British only. So we can't even call them as copied ones. Okay, no scope. They are directly made by British. We have just continued using them. Okay. Synonyms of copied. Yeah, but still, words does makes the difference. Okay. Chalo, let's start the next thing. So is the nahi dear. You can't be so anti-nationalist like this. They will give you the tag of anti-nationalist if you just keep on writing this. You want to join the IB, they will just say, IB, want to join the IB and speaking like this, that too for the constitution. Okay, no, not possible. Okay, you have to show the utmost level of obedience and respect, okay, towards the constitution. So you can't say that. Okay. I hope this is understood. Is okay, Adarsh? Or there is anything else you want to add? Adarsh, right? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. No, sir, as in no for what? No questions. Okay, fine. So, coming to the point. Lengthiest written constitution. See, India in itself is the most unique country of this globe. You will have to admit this. How? If there is snow in any country, white desert, that snow desert, what we say, that country is having only snow. If the country is having only desert, the country is having only desert then. If the country is having rainfall, the country is having only rainfall. If the country is having greenery, then the country is having only greenery. If the country is having islands, okay, then the whole country is island only. Okay. Then if the country is having, let's say, this beaches, then only beaches, right? Okay. If hills, then only hills, right? What do you want to see? Come to India. You want to see the desert? Come to the Great Thar Desert. Let's see the Rann of Kutch region. Let's see the Jaisalmer region, right? You will get to know that we have got desert. Just 2 states above this desert. You are in Gujarat or Rajasthan region. Just go a step ahead. Okay. Just cross Punjab. Okay. And then you will have Himachal. What is there? The Great Himalayas. From Kashmir to Himachal to Uttarakhand, crossing towards the Uttaranchal hills of the northeast, you will find the snow, the white desert. You want to see the greenery? Come to northeast. The eastern Ghats, the western Ghats, the Cardamom and the Nilgiri hills. You want to see the islands? We have got Lakshadweep and Andaman. You want to see the plateaus? The whole northern belt is on a plateau, right? Okay. You want to see the rainfall? Come to Mausinram, Cherrapunji. Come to Meghalaya, basically, right? What do you want? You have got everything here. You want to see the hills? Whole northern to southern belt, we have got hills, right? We have got everything with us. Cuisine. Let's talk about cuisine, right? You go to America, you'll get the American food. You go to China, you'll get the Chinese food. You go to Japan, you'll get the Japanese food. Come to India. What is Indian food? How do I define Indian food? Dal bati churma is Indian food. So is dal dhokli. Litti chokha is Indian food. So is machi chawal. Kashmiri wazwa is Indian food. So is makke di roti sarson da saag. Huh? If makke di roti sarson da saag is Indian food, so is idli, so is dosa, so is vada, so is uttapam, so is upma, right? Even momo is Indian food. Thupka is Indian food. Sidhu is Indian food. People think momo is from China. No, momo originated in India. Right? Okay. Jalebi is Indian food. What is Indian food? This is all Indian food. From paratha to roti, from rice to everything. It is all Indian food. Right? Okay. So we don't have one cuisine. Variety in cuisine. Languages. Americans, they do flaunt. We speak 4 or 5 languages. Like in America, English is spoken. Mandarin is also spoken at large. They speak Spanish. They speak Mexican. They also speak this Italian languages. Okay, so they speak 5 languages, right, in America. So from the North America, the uppermost corner of America, from north towards the Caribbean, you will find people speaking Mexican, Spanish, Italian, Latin, in fact, okay, English and Mandarin. So they have got 5, 6 languages. How many languages we have? 22 officially recognized languages. Forget about those languages which are not recognized. Forget about the dialect. Okay, 22 languages. Just if you have any Indian currency note, okay, 5 rupee, 10 rupee, 20 rupee, 100, 200, 500, whatever rupee note, if you have, just see. Okay, you'll find what is there? 22 languages inscribed there in that one note itself. Okay, so India being one of the most unique nations, geography wise, history wise, culture wise, cuisine wise, apparels, right? Apparels wise, we are the most unique. So how can we make a general constitution? We made our constitution most unique as well, right? So remember, India being the most unique country in every sphere: geography, topography, climate, culture, right? Or you say cuisine, language, unity in diversity comes from all of these things, right? And so the uniqueness is also represented by the constitution. It is, first of all, the lengthiest written constitution. Okay. Right. So what do we have? The lengthiest written constitution. Indian constitution is the most lengthy one. Okay. Originally, as you can see, when the Constitution of India got completed on 26th of November 1949, originally the constitution contained a preamble, 395 articles divided in 22 parts and 8 schedules, right? Presently, as of 2025, it consists of a preamble, 470 articles divided into 25 parts and 12 schedules. Guys, if you have the Constitution of India with you, or maybe an app of Constitution of India, if you see, you might get confused, but please don't get. Okay. 470 articles and 25 parts. Still, if you open up the Constitution, what you will encounter, what you will witness, let's say written part 1, okay, then 2, 3, so on, so on. Even today, what is the last part written in the Constitution? It is 22. Okay. Even today, numerically, it is 22. Okay. Even today, if you see, there will be how many parts? There will be 22 parts. Okay. Even today, right now. But here, what has been mentioned? 25 parts. Right. So how are we saying that it's still Constitution last digit is 22? Okay. So it is because of addition of alphanumeric parts. Okay. Like, for example, we have got part 4. Okay. Then technically, numerically, after part 4, what should come? Obviously, part 5 should come. But no. Between part 4 and part 5, we have got part 4 capital A. Right? Then we have got part 5, then 6, like this. Okay? Adarsh, leave it there. Your comment is nowhere related to our topic of discussion. Okay, diversity is directly related to the length of the constitution, as we have to inculcate many of the things that will take care, as per the laws and regulations, that will take care of the vast number of diversity, different cultures, customs, freedoms, different customs, cultures, as well as faith. Okay, so for everyone we have to take care. Okay, so that is why the lengthy constitution. Okay, right? So between part 4 and part 5, what we have got? Part 4, capital A. In the very same way, after part 6, 7, 8, we have got part 9, we have got part 9A, then B, then 10, 11, and something like that. Okay, so alpha numerically, if you calculate, it will be 25. Okay, that is the actual thing. But lastly, numerically, it is 22. But if you calculate all of them, it will be 25. In that very same way, articles. Even today, if you calculate articles, okay, so articles would be 1, 2, 3, and last article would be 395. But that is the number 395, not the exact counting. Okay, you go ahead with the exact counting, it would be 470. Okay, why? Once again, in between we have got too many alpha numerics. Like for example, we have got article 20, then we have got article 21, article 21 capital A, then article 22. Like we have got article 31, article 31 capital A, 31 capital B, 31 capital C, then 32. So alphanumerically, if you calculate, it will be 470. But the last number that has been given today, it is 395. Is that clear? Yes, Mehek, it is counted as a different part. 25. If the question is there, how many articles? 470. How many parts? 25. Okay. How many schedules? 12. Okay. Done? Everyone? Understood? So what we have? The lengthiest written constitution. Okay. Next. Blend of rigidity and flexibility. Okay. Indian constitution is what? Rigid as well as flexible. Like the constitutions of this globe. American, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, English, French, whatever constitution it is. Okay. All the constitutions of this globe, either they are flexible or they are rigid. Okay. It is only and only the Indian constitution. Okay. Remember, only and only it is the Indian constitution that is rigid as well as flexible. Okay. Remember. Now, okay, as a human, I can say that this guy is a rigid guy, that guy is a flexible one. Okay. As a human, I can say that, yeah, rigid thing, he is a rigid man or she is a rigid woman, right? He's a flexible guy or she's a flexible woman. Okay. There I can say. But how do I define rigidity and flexibility in the constitution? It's a book. So what is the concept of rigidity and flexibility? So it is a rigid constitution is that constitution which can't be amended, easily. Okay. Whereas a flexible constitution is that which can be amended easily. Okay. So rigid one which can't be, flexible one which can be. So Indian constitution, there are few parts which can be amended quite easily. Okay, like out of those 25 parts, you can say there are 14, 15 parts which can be amended quite easily. Whereas there are 10, 12 parts which can't be amended easily. Right? Okay? So got it, guys? Rigidity and flexibility concept. Is that clear? Come on, guys, please. I need answers from everyone. All set? All clear? Okay. So it is a blend of rigidity as well as flexibility. Next, federal system with unitary bias. What is this? Okay. What do you mean by the federal system with unitary bias? Okay. And please make wherever running notes you are making in case, okay, though it is written here as well, but I request you guys to please write down in your notes as well. Please note down this point. The term federation, okay, the word federation is nowhere used or mentioned in the constitution. We are not an absolute federation. Okay, we are not an absolute federation. We are a quasi-federal, a semi-federal state. Okay, remember this thing. Okay, and specifically the term federation, as you can see, it is literally nowhere being used or mentioned in the constitution. Okay, now let's go to this line. Federal system with unitary bias. In a federation, okay, in a federation that means, okay, federation employs the center is having equal powers as of states or provinces. Okay, simply what you can quote, powers are equally divided. Okay, in a federation, the powers between the center and the states, they are equally divided. Okay, so the geometrical representation of federation is like this. Okay, where on the same side we have got the center, and just on the same line, parallel lines, we have got the states. But Indian Federation, okay, the geometrical representation of Indian Federation is like this. Okay, where center is on the upper side, center is having the upper hand, and the states are having bit lower authorities or even more lower authority. Okay, so this is what actual federation looks like. Okay, this is what Indian Federation looks like. Okay, how and why? In India, the powers between the center and the states, they are not equally divided. Okay, in India, center is more powerful as compared to the states. Okay, in India, center plays the role of big brother. And if you are asked to answer this in one single article, so the best article that you can use is Article 355. Okay. As per Article 355, the Constitution says it is the duty of the center to protect the states from any kind of internal as well as external disturbances. Okay. So who it is who has been authorized the duty of protection? It is the center itself. Okay, that is, it is the duty of the center to protect the states from any kind of internal disturbance or any kind of external aggression or disturbance. Where it has been mentioned? It has been mentioned under Article 355. Is that okay? Understood? So that is why we are a federation. We are a federal system, no doubt. But we move towards a kind of a country that is more unitary in nature. A unitary country is which? A unitary country is what? Where you have the state government, but they are just for namesake, just for some for some petty issues. Okay? And so what we have seen in the state governments of our country, they do not control majority of the things. Like, for example, still today we have got the office of governor appointed by the center, controlled by the center always. The officers, IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS officers, railway officers, okay, they're all forest officers. They're all appointed by whom? They're appointed by the center, right? Residuary powers is with whom? It is with the center. In case of a conflict between the central laws and the state laws, okay, anything that is mentioned in the concurrent list, who is going to win? Obviously, it is the center who is going to win, right? Who has got the absolute jurisdiction over the laws of the country? It is the center, right? Okay. So in India, who is more powerful? Center is more powerful. Hence, as a result, what are we? Federal system with unitary bias. Okay. So do our intelligence agencies work within the constitution as well? Obviously, dear, no one, literally, no one is over and above the law. Whether the defense mechanism, the defense forces, the intelligence forces, the bureaucratic organizations, whosoever, they will have to work as per the laws officially. If you know, you know. Right? Understood, Bhuvnesh and all others? Where center is more powerful? There, I just gave the Mahavish. I was giving the very same examples. Understood? Center is more powerful. When emergency is there, President's rule is there, Article 355 is there. Whenever, there is any state, okay, any state is there, it can be divided into 2, 3, 4, whatever parts. Who can divide it? Center. Anytime center can do that, right? Okay. Center can combine 2, 3, 4, 5 states to make one single state anytime. Center can change the tag, the status of any state from being a state to a union territory anytime. Best example, Ladakh presently. Jammu and Kashmir, it was a state till 2019. Now it's a union territory, right? Anytime it can do that. Andhra Pradesh, till 2014, Telangana didn't exist, but it does exist now, right? Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Gujarat, these were the states which were not present during the time period of independence. Okay, they came into existence later on only. Okay. Can Manipur issue be resolved by distributing its boundary? Distributing its boundary, Himanshu, I didn't understand. Okay. And remember, guys, since we are not exactly the federation, we are quasi-federal, almost federal. We're not exactly the federal. We are quasi, that is almost federal. So word federation has been nowhere mentioned in the constitution. And the features, as you can see, what are the features of a federal state? Okay, and what are the features of a unitary state? So as you can see, it contains the usual features of a federation, like two governments, central government as well as a state government. Okay, we have got division of powers. Powers are divided but not equally. We have got written constitution. Constitution is supreme as per the rule of law thing. Then we have got rigidity of the constitution. We have got a judiciary that works independent of the government. Okay, judiciary is not part of the government. Remember, government and judiciary, they are two different things. Legislature and judiciary, they are two different things. You can never call judges as public servant. If you call any judge as public servant, he will or she will immediately thrash you. Do I look like to a public servant? I am a judge. Judge is not a public servant. Judge is not a government servant. Government is different. Legislature is different. And so is judiciary as per the theory of checks and balance. Okay? Right? So we have got an independent judiciary and we have got the bicameral legislation. Bicameral legislation means where two houses are present. So in parliament, two houses are present. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Right? In many of the states also, two houses are present. Vidhan Sabha as well as Vidhan Parishad. If you are a resident of Karnataka or Maharashtra, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, right? Or Jammu and Kashmir was having, but not presently anymore. Okay, Telangana. So you know it very well. Your state is having two houses. Okay, bicameral legislation. You have got a Vidhan Sabha, you have got a Vidhan Parishad as well. Right? Okay. No, even quasi-federal word is not even used. What we have used is as per Article 1. India, that is Bharat, the two official names we have, shall be the Union of States. What word we have chosen? We have chosen this word, as you can see, union. India, that is Bharat, shall be what? Shall be the Union of States. Okay? Judges are working for judiciary only. Okay. Himanshu, I'm literally not able to understand what you are asking and what you are saying. Okay. So, can you please elaborate a bit? Means people, they're working for the people, but if you talk about organizations, so they're not working for government, they're not working, obviously, democratic organ it is, so obviously it is working for people only. But if you ask about the organization they are associated with, the institution they are associated with, so it is neither the legislature nor the executive. They are in themselves a separate wing that is known as judiciary. So their organization is judiciary. They have nothing to do with the government, nothing to do with the legislature, nothing to do with the executive. Okay, basically. So they are part of the judiciary, but obviously their answerability is towards the people of India only. Okay. How judges are not following the constitution? Don't everyone, I would like to say, please don't be this WhatsApp university graduate. Okay, please stop refraining from using the information you gain from watching reels on your Instagram and Facebook and YouTube shorts or even YouTube videos. Okay, and the WhatsApp forward messages. Please stop influencing yourself and enriching your brain through these things. They're not enrichments. They are just degradation to your mental capabilities and the analytical thought process, what you can have. It will just destroy you to the bottom of the thinking capabilities, right? So please, I suggest do not go through this forward messages, okay? Recent judgment reduce the power of president veto. I don't know any such kind of a judgment here. Okay. There is nothing known as a judgment that can reduce the president's veto power. Impossible. Okay. Okay, Himanshu, I don't know whether it is an appreciation or kind of a criticism. I don't know. But whatever it is, if it is appreciation, thank you. If it is criticism, then I don't know how to react on this. Okay. Yeah, it means judiciary responsible towards Constitution of India only, not towards people. There, if I say Constitution of India, it directly means people. If I say people, it directly means Constitution of India. Okay. Yeah. No, don't stop using social media. Who asks you to stop using social media? You can use it, but do not get influence from it. The information you get on social media is 90% fake. Okay. And only 10% of information is correct, but it becomes difficult to refine the correct information. Which one is correct and which one is not. So that's why I said 90% information rotating over the social media platforms, they are fake. 10% they are right, they're good, but it becomes difficult, to crystallize right and wrong, to refine right and wrong. So it's better, chalo, use it for entertainment only, not for knowledge and information. Social media is good for entertainment. उधर डांस देखो, ठीक है, कॉमेडी वो देखो, उधर से निकल जाओ, बस. Right, that's it. Obviously president will have to decide. Okay, that's it. Chalo. So we are who? We are the union of states, right? Okay. So if you see the concepts of unitary, okay, this is the concepts of federation. If you see the concepts of unitary, okay, that is non-federal. So what are the things? Okay, where our constitution represents the unitary thing. So as you can see, single citizenship, strong center. Okay, we have got single constitution, flexibility of the constitution, integrated judiciary, appointment of state governor by the center, all India services, appointment coming from the center only, emergency provinces, only the union has got all of these things. Okay, strong center, single constitution, single citizenship. We have got Constitution of India. We don't have got the Constitution of states. Okay. Then we have got flexibility in the constitution. We have got all India services, emergency provisions. All of these things represents what? The rigidity or the unitary system of the nation, right? Okay. Why two government? Just in order to provide ease in administration so that the union government, the central government is not overburdened. Okay. So the local issues can be handled by the local government, that is the state government. Now, if you see, we have got 3-tier government structure in India, not even 2. We have got at the village and the city levels, we have got the local self-governments there as well. That is known as the panchayats and municipalities. If you see the structure of the government, it's the union government, it's the state governments as well. And finally, we have got in our villages and we have got in our cities the local self-governments as well, known as panchayats and municipalities. So technically we have got 3 governments, 3 elected governments. Municipality is elected, so is panchayats. Central government is elected, so is the state governments. Right? Okay. Just to provide ease. Annexation of state by union government. Hamam, let me come to that point here. That's the next chapter, that is the union and its territory. Okay, guys, is that understood? As I stated, Article 1 describes what? India, that is Bharat, as the union of states. Okay. What does this represent? Okay. This represents these 2 different things, 1 and 2. Indian Federation is not the result of an agreement by the states. It is by default a federation. Okay. Next, no state has the right to secede itself, to move out, to oust itself from the federation. Okay. Once you are part of India, you are part of India. You can come with your own choice, but you can't leave with your own choice. Okay? That's what the reality is. Next. The parliamentary form of government. Okay. Remember, we are not the presidential form of government. We are the parliamentary form of government. And how do we justify this? Okay. Parliamentary form of government, also known as, okay, this parliamentary form of government is also known as, firstly, the prime ministerial form of government. also known as the cabinet form. Also known as the Westminster form of government. Okay. So, what is this? Parliamentary form of government. It is having four names: parliamentary form, prime ministerial form, cabinet form, as well as the Westminster form. Now, okay, prime minister because of the presence of prime minister, cabinet because of the presence of cabinet ministers. Why Westminster? What is this? Okay, so Westminster, it is a place in London City where the British Parliament is established. Okay, where the British Parliament is made or situated. Okay, so that is why it is also called as the Westminster form of government. Okay. Okay, guys, this is the different names. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 itself. So technically, we have got 4 names: parliamentary form, prime ministerial form, cabinet form, and Westminster form. Okay. Now, next, the features of the parliamentary form of government. Okay, what are the features? So, the features, first of all, bicameral legislation. Okay, we follow bicameralism. Okay, so inside Parliament of India, as already I mentioned, we have got the House of People known as Lok Sabha, that is also the lower house, which is inspired from the House of Commons of Britain. And then we have got the Council of States, that is known as Rajya Sabha, that is basically the upper house inspired by the House of Lords of the British Parliament. Okay, so this is what we have got as the feature. Now, bicameralism, apart from this bicameralism thing, okay, if we just keep this here, there is a presence of what? Multi parties inside Parliament. Right? Multi parties, there could be 1, 200, 200, as many as parties inside Parliament. Right? So we have got BJP as a ruling party, we have got Congress as the opposition party, we have got Communist Party of India, we have got Samajwadi Party, we have got DMK, AIDMK. Okay, they're not the national level with those presently. Okay, so but still, right? So multi parties present inside the Parliament, and yes, it is also having a very major opposition party. Okay, guys, now tell me, which party out of these multiple parties, which party shall be considered as the opposition party? Yeah, come on, guys. President comes within Parliament, not under Parliament. Maximum number of MPs. Okay, Himanshu got it correct. Congress is presently the opposition party, but what is the criteria? Okay, a party which occupies or which is having a score of at least 1/10, yeah, simply speaking, 10% of total seats of the house. Okay, so Technically, we have got presently 545 MPs, so 54.5. Now, 54.5 is an impossible thing, but if we keep 54, it will be less than 10%, right? So, round figure will come 55. Okay, so 55 members, if any party is having minimum, that party is eligible to become the opposition party. Okay, yeah, that's minimum requirement. Yeah. Okay. So presence of multi-parties, opposition parties, we have also got, this is a now statutory recognized position that is known as, with the opposition party, we have got a leader of opposition. Okay, we have got what? Leader of opposition. It's a statutory legal position. Okay, not a political, it's a statutory legal position having the rank of a cabinet minister, equivalent to the rank of cabinet minister. If 3, 4, whatever parties are getting 10% minimum, then whosoever will be the second largest party after the government, after the party which is making the government, will be considered as the, let's say for example, party A, B, and C. Party A is having 60 seats, Party B is having 56 seats, Party C is having 58 seats. Who will make the opposition? All of them are getting minimum 10%. Party A with the maximum seats. Okay, that is 60. Right? Okay, so this is what the features to the parliamentary form of government. Okay. So what are the features? We have already discussed this. Okay. Lok Sabha dissolves in every 5 years. New Lok Sabha is created. Okay. So collective responsibility of the executive to the legislature. Okay. All of the executive members, they are collectively responsible to the legislature. Okay. Presence of nominal and real executive, as I already taught you, de jure and de facto. De jure in India, that is the nominal one, is the president. De facto in India is the real one, that is the Prime Minister. Prime Minister being considered as the head of the government and President being considered as the head of the state. Okay. Then next we have got, even though the Indian parliamentary system is largely based on the British pattern, we have got some differences. Okay. How the British parliamentary system and Indian parliamentary system is differentiated. So, the Indian parliament is not sovereign. Okay, while the British parliament is. Okay, and the Indian state has an elected head and we are a republic, while the British state still has a hereditary monarch. Don't you think so? There is some mistake in this segment here. Come on. Don't you think so? We are mistaking something. Yeah, go on. You know, it has been mentioned Indian parliament is not sovereign. Are we not sovereign? Is our parliament not sovereign? Huh? India is sovereign, but it is mentioned parliament. Indian parliament is not sovereign. It's not written India. It's written Indian parliament. Come on. Yes, parliament is not sovereign, as parliament cannot override the constitution. And all the laws made by parliament are subject to judicial review. Okay. Remember, you can just quote this line. Okay. Indian parliament is not sovereign because firstly, it cannot override the Constitution of India. And secondly, all the laws, okay, all the laws made or passed by the parliament are subject to judicial review. Okay, if the Parliament of India has crafted any law which violates the constitution, then judiciary, specifically Supreme Court, okay, and the high courts as well, can declare the law passed by Parliament as unconstitutional. Okay, got it, everyone? So Indian Parliament is not sovereign. Why? Because of these two reasons. Yes, sir. Fast. No one can override the constitution, not even judiciary. Okay. So next, what we have got? An integrated and independent judiciary. As we were discussing some minutes back, that we have got a judiciary which is totally independent from the legislative and the executive wing. And we have got one single judiciary. We don't have multiple judiciary. Okay. We have got one judiciary of India with different organs, like Supreme Court as the apex court. Below the Supreme Court, we have got the high courts in the states. Below the high courts, we have got the subordinate or the district courts. Okay. And below the district courts, we have got the city courts, okay, the cosmopolitan courts, and so on. Okay. The small causes courts, and so on. They are all part of one organization, that is judiciary. Judiciary of India. There is nothing known as, judiciary of this state, judiciary of this district. No. They are all one. Okay, from top to bottom, with just different hierarchies, just different levels. Okay, simply they are part of one family only. Okay, mother, daughter, granddaughter, something like that. Okay, so in that very same way, there is just one judiciary, that is, simply speaking, judiciary of India, with the apex court being the Supreme Court of India. Below the Supreme Court, we have got the High Court of the states. Below the High Court of the states, we have got the subordinate and the district courts. And below the district courts, we have got the city courts as well. Okay, that's it. So integrated and independent judiciary. There is just one judiciary. Next, who we are? We are a secular state. Right? Who we are? We are a secular state. Remember. What type of secularism India follow? If I say secularism is of two different types. Okay. Secularism comes with two connotations. Positive one and negative one. Positive one in which every religion is welcomed. Okay. Negative one is which? Where no religion is welcomed. So what type of secularism is India following? A positive or the negative one? Positive? Sure. Are we accepting, following every religion, or are we discarding the concept of religion as well? Yeah, okay. Positive secularism. So in case you are saying it is positive secularism, so what is the religion of state of India? What is the religion of state of India? In case you are saying positive, so it is all religion. We are all Hindus, we are all Muslims, we are all Sikh, Christians, Buddh, Jain, Parsi, Zoroastrian, whatever. Okay? No religion, simply because we are following positive. So we say all religion. Okay, whatever present. Okay? Right? So who are we? We are a secular state. Then we follow the universal adult franchise. If you are 18 and above, whatever your religion, race, caste, sex, gender, place of birth, place of residence is, you are eligible to vote. Okay, this is known as universal adult franchise. As you can see, okay, we have followed the concept of universal adult franchise, okay, to each and every elections. Initially, it was 21 years, okay, but this thing was changed in 1988 to 18 years through the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act. So till 1988, what was the margin of the adult franchise? 21 years. But from 1988, okay, this margin of 21 years was reduced back to, not reduced back, reduced to 18 years, okay, through the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act of 1988. Okay, this is what is known as universal adult. Universal adult as in, who are you? What is your caste? Doesn't matters. What is your race? Doesn't matters. What is your religion? What is your sex? How much literate are you? How much wealthy are you? Doesn't matters. Okay? If you are simply 18 plus, go cast your vote. That's up to you. Okay? Why India is secular state? Dear Hamam, I'll learn that technique of calling the spirits. Okay, I'll call that planchet one. I'll bring that planchet. Okay, I'll light up some candles. Okay, and I'll call the spirits of the Constituent Assembly members, and I'll ask them that why you made India a secular state. Please answer me. I'm not the one to answer. Okay, I do not have the exact answer. It was their choice. They made India a secular state, and we are loving it. It's good we are a secular state. Or else if we weren't a secular state, we would be, troubled like this Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. It's better. Whatever the problems we are having presently in India, it is better than the problems faced by these idiot Pakistanis and Bangladeshis and Afghanis. It is better than the problems those are faced by this Sri Lankans or these Nepalis or even these Burmese or the Myanmarese people. We are still very good. We are fighting. We are dying. Our blood is flowing. Okay, there is too much of discrimination in the society, but still it is quite good as you compare to the states of Pakistan and Bangladesh. Go to America, you'll get to know. Okay, go to England, go to Italy, go to Germany, wherever, you will get to know that yes, those people are more disturbed as compared to Indians, right? That's why I say, don't go by this hairway things, okay? Who are not eligible to vote? Those who are 18 and below, and those who have got any criminal history, proven criminal history. Just these two people are not eligible to cast their votes. Okay. Well, that was a politically motivated thing in order to gain more voters. Okay. America is secular, yeah, on papers. It is. Yeah, okay. Understood with the universal adult franchise? I hope so. So we are done with the sources and everything. Yeah, guys, any questions still here? Any doubts still here? People of defense services, they can cast their vote. Okay, guys, please give me the comment, no doubts. Pocket veto is there with the president, yes. No, cannot. Proven criminal background, not alleged. Okay, a proven criminal background, not the alleged ones. Okay. Okay, so we are done with the sources of the Constitution and the salient features of the Constitution. Obviously, dear, it can only by court only. Right? Only court can do that. Yeah. So, guys, please tell me if I'm mistaken. Then what about state of Tamil Nadu versus governor of Tamil Nadu case? Others, in case I'll tell you to read the case in detail. Okay, to read the case in detail. There is no harm given to the pocket veto. Just the time period has been mentioned that was mandatory in order to protect the democratic and the federal structure of the country. It was mandatory for the Honorable Supreme Court of India to provide a specific time frame for the president to act. Okay. So still pocket veto is there, and the Supreme Court has done no wrong judgment, has given no wrong judgment. It has just asked the Honorable President to just do it on time. Okay. So 90 days of the time period has been given, and that's absolutely the concept of pocket veto. And even present in that judgment, if you read the judgment carefully, right, the judgment itself says, in case the president is not satisfied to give the assent within those 90 days, president can extend the concept of 90 days as well. Okay, so please do read the case once again a bit carefully. Okay. Time frame for the president. There after class, okay, on the very same class link, okay, you can see the option of download PDF. From there, you can download. Problems of Indian territories are taken care of directly by the president. Yes, Sadvik. Constitution doesn't mention any time frame there. That's why the judiciary, the Supreme Court of India, is termed as the guardian of the Constitution. If anything, see, law is always dynamic. Law is never static. Okay, remember, law is never static. What it is, okay, it is absolutely dynamic, right? So if anything, okay, as per the interpretation feature, as per the theory of checks and balance, okay, if anything is there that is to be added later on in the interpretation segment, the legislature can do that, as well as the judiciary can do that. So judiciary, while providing the judgment in R.N. Ravi, the governor of Tamil Nadu versus the government of Tamil Nadu case, mentioned this. In order to save the federal fabric of the country, it's important to provide the time frame. So the judiciary provided the time frame. And in fact, the judgment also is followed by the other point, that if president is not satisfied within those 90 days as well, president can extend the time. Right? Okay. But we follow procedure established by law. No, we follow the due process of law as per 1978 Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India case. Okay, the interpretation of the procedure established by law has been upgraded to the due process of law, and hence as a result, it's very much eligible, it's very much legal. Okay, basically not eligible, sorry, it's very much legal, it's very much valid, it's very much logical for the Supreme Court to provide the interpretation, as well as for the legislature also to make up the such type of laws which will enhance the working of the Constitution, ultimately establishing the concept of the welfare state. Though not possible for us to establish utopia at any cost, but obviously we can achieve the principles of welfare state, right? So for that sake, the organs of the democracy, from legislature to executive judiciary, they have been assigned for the very same task, right? And they are doing so. Okay. Done. So law is what? It's dynamic. It follows the principles of dynamism. Fast, please. Descendant of resident of Pakistan settled in India, are they allowed to vote? Obviously not. And if they are the illegal residents, they will be thrashed out as well. Okay. Okay. So guys, please tell me, I told you today we'll complete those 3 topics, right? It was the salient features, the sources. Um, I remember I gave you 3 topics. What was the third one? Apart from salient features and come on, guys. Salient features was there, 1. Sources was there, 2. I remember on Saturday, I stated to cover 3 topics. What was that third one? No, it couldn't be citizenship. No. Okay, no worries. Whatever it was, we will discuss the next topic. Okay, that should be theory of checks and balance. Okay, if not stated by me on Sunday. Okay, see, I have been always telling this thing to my students in whatever batch. Parliamentary form of government. Yeah, we have already discussed this 5 minutes back. Okay, so interstate relation, it can't be. It's a very far away chapter. Rule of law, we already discussed. Okay, so third part, we have not even started part 1. Do we follow complete rule of law? Yes, we do. 100% we do. Okay, fine. So let's move to the next topic before starting the union and its territory. The next big thing that we need to understand here is I've always quoted this line. Okay, I've always stated this whenever I have started teaching polity in any batch. Okay, polity is not less than mathematics. It is equivalent to mathematics, not with regard to the chapters, but with regard to the approach. If I say I'm a good mathematician or I'm good in maths, how can I become good in maths? Only with one technique. If I know the formula, right? Only if I know the formula, then only I will be able to be a good mathematician. If I know how to solve the questions related to the triangle, circle, square, hexagon, this and that, rectangle, okay, the trigonometry thing or any other geometrical thing or the time, speed and distance, percentage, ratio, proportion, probability, etc., right? What I should know? I should be knowing the first and the foremost thing, that is this formula, right? So if I'm aware with formula, right, obviously, sorry, yeah, so if I'm aware with the formula, right, I can solve any type of question. So in that very same way, right, in that very same way, if I'm aware with the formula of polity, I will be able to solve the polity questions. I will be able to understand the polity concepts like this. Yes, you heard that correct. Don't think you are sleeping. Don't think you are sleeping and you're watching a dream and someone has stated this. No. Yes, I have stated this in reality. Now, today I'm going to give you a formula. If you just understand it, if you just, keep it here always, you are never going to face one single problem in reading, understanding polity, and even solving the questions of polity. Okay, 90% of Indian polity or even above, it is based on this one single formula. only some 10 or even less than 10% of the things are there that is dependent on some other formulas, right? So here we go. The name of the formula is, well, we don't use the word formula in polity. We don't even use the word theory at large. Generally, we use the word doctrine. Theories are also used, but not very often. Okay, seldom we use the word doctrine. Okay, so please mark this thing. What we are going to understand, what we are going to read today is the theory of checks and balance, also known as, okay, also known as doctrine of separation of powers. Okay, the theory of checks and balance, also known as the doctrine of separation of powers, right? Okay, so who gave this theory first of all? It was, please note down, it's not written in your notes, please note down, okay? It was given by the French political philosopher Montesquieu in his book The Spirit of Laws. Okay, so who gave this theory? Who propounded it? It was a French philosopher. Okay, what's his name? His name is Montesquieu. Okay, what's the name of the book where he wrote this theory? It was The Spirit of Laws. Okay, please note down, and once you are done, please tell me done. Done, sir? Okay, okay. So guys, just give me 5 minutes. I just need my water bottle. Okay, so I forgot to bring this. This is not a break. I will take less than 5 minutes, less than 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes or something like that. So not more than 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Just stay. Okay, or if you want to take the break of 5 minutes, you can take. Okay, we can resume the class at 7:51. We can 7:52 actually, correctly. We can resume the class back by 7:57. Not more than 5 minutes. Okay, it's better you don't just close the class. Okay, keep it running. Okay, so we shall start in 5 minutes. Okay, it's 7:52, maximum by 7:57. Okay. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we are going to start, right? Okay. So the theory of checks and balance, also known as doctrine of separation of powers, given by French philosopher, political philosopher Montesquieu. The name of the book was Spirit of Laws, right? Now, as per the theory of separation of powers, the democracy, which is having three pillars, three organs, okay? Legislature. Guys, I hope you guys are noting all of this along with me only. The executive and the judiciary. Okay. Right? What do we have? Legislature, executive, and judiciary. Okay, the three organs, the three pillars. Don't get confused. Modern day, you might be hearing fourth pillar of democracy. It is media. But remember, the classical approaches to the study of political science says that the democracy has three pillars only: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Fourth pillar these days, modern days, we have added media as the fourth pillar. But whatever the classical approaches to the study is, it says the three pillars only, right? So legislature, executive, and judiciary, all the three organs, as per the theory. Okay. As per the theory. Okay, what the theory says. All the three organs of democracy works independently that is, do not interfere in the tasks or matters of each other, but each other, but they do check and maintain the balance of each other. Please write this and let me know once you are done. Okay, done by everyone? Yeah. Now, all the three organs of democracy, works independently of each other. They do not interfere in the working tasks, matters of each other. But they do check each other and create the balance of each other, maintain the balance of each other, right? So what is the role of legislature? To make laws. What is the role of executive? To implement the laws. This is the implementing or executing agency. What is the role of judiciary? To interpret and defend the law. To interpret and defend the laws, right? So all the organs, they have been assigned different tasks, right? All the organs, literally all the organs, they have been assigned different tasks, and they will do their own task only. Legislature is entitled to make laws, will make only laws, will not go and implement the laws. Executive is entitled to implement the laws only, will not make the laws. Executive will not say, today I was relatively free, so I thought to help legislature in their action of making the laws. No, you cannot. Judiciary is entitled for the interpretation, that is the definition, as well as the defense of the laws, and judiciary will do the same. Okay? They will not interfere in the matters of each other. Now, if I put down a question here, okay? If I just put down this question here, please tell me. Can they as in these three organs of democracy, work on behalf of one another? Come on, guys, think logically and give me the answer. Okay, I've got the first answer as yes. Can they work on behalf of one another? No? Yes? No? Mixed answers. Yes? Okay, so the answer is big no. Never. They cannot work on behalf. Okay. They can just create an environment. They can push each other. Do your duty, do our duty. Judiciary can push legislature and executive. Legislature can push executive and judiciary. Executive can push legislature and judiciary. Right? But they cannot work on behalf. I am entitled to teach you polity, and only I can teach you polity. No other person can. There was another faculty who was entitled to teach you history, and only that faculty can teach you history. Let's say that faculty didn't come one day, so he or she can ask me that this is the chapter for today, can you go and teach? No, I cannot. Okay, I just can maintain that why aren't you coming today, and I can pressurize that person that no, you need to come today to work. Okay, like that. So I'm entitled to teach you polity. So let's say today we are reading polity. Okay, fine. Let's say tomorrow I'm not well. Okay, tomorrow 6 p.m. It's now the timing, and let's say I'm a bit unwell and I need rest. So let's say tomorrow I told you guys that we'll be reading this union and its territory, the citizenship chapters. Okay, so let's say by 6 p.m. I realize that no, I'm not well. So I can ask Karan sir or Alok sir or Ankit sir or anyone, okay, or Bhuvan sir, can you please go on my behalf? No, they cannot. They will say, sir, what they can do for me? They can do for me, sir, you go and take the class. You can sit and take the class. We'll send you some fruits in the class, some juice in the class, some medicine in the class. They can give me this favor. Okay, yeah. No worries. Okay, but they cannot act, they cannot work in my turf. Okay, in my area of jurisdiction, in my area of duty. In the very same way, I cannot work in some other person's turf or the area of jurisdiction. So big no, right? Legislature can't work on behalf of executive. Executive can't be on behalf of judiciary. Judiciary can't be on behalf of legislature or executive, whatever. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, legislature, executive, judiciary. All the three organs, they are given what? The different duties, and they're entitled to perform the same. They can what do? Why it is known as theory of checks and balance, or why it is known as theory of separation of powers? Okay, separation of powers, you understand, right? Why it is known as separation of powers? Because powers are divided. But why it is known as checks and balance? Okay, why so? Let's understand. In a democracy, in a democratic state or in a democracy, no person or organization is given with absolute powers. Is given with absolute powers. The powers are always dependent on each other. Who is the highest authority in India? Obviously, it's the president. Can president do anything what she wants? No. She will have to take into the confidence the Council of Ministers as well as the Parliament. Who is the most powerful person? Who is having the highest number of power? Prime Minister. Can Prime Minister Modi, can he do anything, whatever he wants? No. He will have to take into the consideration the advice of the cabinet, the actions of the parliament. He is answerable directly to the parliament. He cannot act on every topic on his own. Is Britain a democracy? Yes, it is a democracy, but not a republic. It does not have a republic head. Okay? So checks and balance comes in, where the powers are equally distributed. Have you seen this? Tarazu, we call it in Hindi, though it is a Urdu word. It is known as tarazu, the manual weighing machine. Huh? Have you seen this? Nowadays, we have got the digital ones. Okay. But I hope so. Yeah. Their parliament has absolute power. But what is democracy? Where a government is elected by the people. Nah? So their government is elected by the people. So ultimately, they are democracy. Even Pakistan is a democracy. Their military is having absolute powers. Their military can overthrow the president, prime ministers every now and then. But it is a democracy. You know, even North Korea is a democracy. You don't know. Okay. For your surprise, just if you search this. Okay. Let's say. If I search here, North Korea. So what is North Korea? What is written? Okay, if you just go with the proper definition of North Korea. Wikipedia, right? I've opened Wikipedia. What it represents? People's Republic of Korea. If you just read, okay? Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But is it true? On papers, they are, right? So in reality, Pakistan is also a democracy. Okay. Democratic People's Republic. If you guys can see this, I think yeah, it's visible. Right. But is it on papers? It is on papers only. It's not in reality. But we talk about this United Kingdom, Britain, or even England. They are democracy on papers and in reality as well. Okay. So coming to the point, ye tarazu. It is what the Urdu word is, tarazu. Okay. In English, what we can call it as the manual weighing machine. Right. So this manual weighing machine is what? The theory that represents the balance. As in, the seller will sell and the buyer will buy only when both the two plates are hovering in one level. Okay, their level is same. Let's say, for example, you went to buy a commodity worth 1 kg. So the seller will put that commodity here and a 1 kg of weight here. Right? You will buy and the seller will sell only when the both plates, they are hovering in one angle, in one altitude, in one line. Okay. In that very same way, democracy works. Just the only difference is democracy has got 3 plates. And what are these plates? Okay. So it is legislature, executive, and judiciary. Okay. Understood? Why the name checks and balance? They do check each other and maintain the balance of each other so that no one is getting more or less powers. Everyone is having equal powers. Yeah. Others. No one is having absolute powers. So, where you see absolute powers? So, this is known as what? Theory of checks and balance. And remember, guys, your whole polity, right? whatever you guys have to read, your syllabus. Okay, for you, this theory is prevalent in every single chapter. Okay, theory of checks and balance. Okay, so please be very sure and assured that you have read this. Role of legislature to make laws, role of executive to implement them, and role of judiciary to interpret and define. Okay, define it, defend. Interpret, that is to define, and defend. Okay, guys, please give me the comment, no doubts, in case you don't have any doubts. Everyone, please. I can see 100 plus people here. Okay, guys. Great, good. Okay, so let's move to the next chapter, that is Union and its territories. Okay, just a minute. Let me open my PPT. Okay, so here we start with the part one of the Indian Constitution, that is known as what? Union and its territory. What exactly is union and what exactly is the territory? Priyanshu, okay, I'll share the PPTs on Telegram, but not a big deal. They're also shared on your portal. Okay, I'll ask the team to not delay. Okay, I just went to take my water, okay, water bottle, so I asked them. Okay, but yeah, I'll upload on Telegram as well. Okay, so union and its territory. Okay, so what are the things that comprises the union and its territory? So we have got part one. Okay, and in part one we have got 4 articles: Article 1, 2, 3, and 4. So guys, remember, we are starting officially the first part of our constitution. Okay, that is part one with 4 articles: part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that deals with the union and its territory. And before we start the union and its territory thing, okay, so please make sure that you are understanding this. Please write this one line and then let's begin the discussion. Okay. India is considered a nation with destructible union with indestructible union and destructible states. Right? You can have the comparison as well. This is for India. You can have the comparative line as well. Whereas America, United States of America, is considered as a nation with destructible union and indestructible states. Okay. Please note down this line. Destructible union, India with indestructible states. Oh, sorry. Again. Destructible states with indestructible union. It's India. And destructible union with indestructible states. It's America. So it's comparatively. Okay, we have mentioned America here just for the sake of comparison. No other logic is there. Don't worry, sir. Why only America? Why not Britain? Why not France, etc.? No reason, just comparison. So for a comparison, for example, we have to take one state. So we have taken America. Okay. So what is India? India is considered as a nation with what? With indestructible union. The union cannot be destroyed at any time. And the states, right? The states can be destroyed. They are fragile. They can be destroyed anytime. They can be destructed anytime. Okay. So now just keep this line with you. Sir, does it mean in USA states can say they won't be part of US? Yeah, yes. Simply speaking, in America, those 50 states, those 50 states they have, right? For which Donald Trump is trying his best to make 51 states. Okay, luring Canada every morning, every evening. That, oh, come to the American Union. Okay, and Canada is saying get lost every now and then, right? So all those 50 states of America can anytime call on the White House and say, here, listen, now I'm no more part of America. I'm an independent nation. And the White House will say, oh my God, okay, good luck there. We say bid adieu, sayonara to you, bye-bye. And stay in touch if in case ever you want to come back. So that state can say, yeah, okay, no problem. Okay, right? So like California is there, can say, okay, tada, I'm going. So it's okay, going, bye. Good luck. Florida is there. Florida can say, okay, I'm going. Okay, you can go, right? No worries. So even just what they need to do, let's say Florida wants to move away. So Florida will just send this information to the White House, okay, that is into the Washington, D.C. And with a letter that, tada, bye-bye. That's it. I'm out of the union. No other action is needed. One letter and tada, bye-bye. Okay, but in India, it's not possible. Once you are part of India, you are part of India. You can't call New Delhi, Raisina Hills, the Prime Minister's office or the President's estate, Rashtrapati Bhavan, that I'm seceding, SECEEDING, okay, SECEDING, that I'm seceding out of the union. And Rashtrapati will say, the President will say, oh dear, good luck. It was nice having you. Okay, stay in touch. No, Rashtrapati will say, what? Are you inebriated? Idiot. Wait, I am coming. Rashtrapati, President will immediately send the forces and thrash the government. Nonsense. Like this. Right? Sir, USA is indestructible union of indestructible states. Destructible union. Union can be destroyed anytime. So that is why destructible union with indestructible states. Okay, India is just opposite. Destructible states. States can be destroyed anytime. Like anytime union can say these are the two states, now they are one state. This is the one state, now this is 2, 3, 4, 5 different states. Okay, this is a union territory, this is a state. Okay, this was a state, now it is a union territory. So anytime we can do that. Okay. Unilateral secession is unconstitutional. They just have to pass a legislation, nothing else. Okay. They just have to pass a single legislation, nothing else, right? So that is why destructible states, India, indestructible union. Okay, now let's go. As per the provisions of this part, okay, that is part 1, articles 1 to 4. I hope that line is here. Okay, so we have got the territory of India. How do I define this? The territory of India. Okay, yeah, US is destructible union. What are the features that can define this? So territory of India. So Article 1 defines India, that is Bharat, as the union of states. And the country is described as the union, although the constitution is federal in structure. Okay, quasi-federal though, but yeah, we follow the concepts of federalism. Okay, so as you can see, the phrase union of states has been preferred in place of federation of states because the Indian Federation is not the result of an agreement among the states like the American Federation. Okay, so the federation is a union because it is indestructible. Okay, and although for the convenience of administration, the country and the people can be divided into different states, and the country is an integrally whole. Okay, so this is what Article 1 says. Okay, now the connotation of Article 1. So, as per Article 1, India is having three things: the territories of the states, the union territories, and all those territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time. Like very soon, it might happen that the lost part of Kashmir comes back to us. What we call these days as POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. Okay? What we call it as what? The POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. It might happen quite soon. You will hear a news. POK is officially part of India back again. Our national anthem. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga. Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Ujjwal, Jalad, Tiranga. Right? Punjab is halfly in Pakistan. We have got only a half part of Punjab with us. During the partition, a part of Punjab was given to Pakistan. Sindh is 100% in Pakistan, but still it is mentioned in our national anthem. We'll take it back, don't worry. So half part of Punjab, wo bhi lenge, that we will also take. We'll take the Sindh, that we will be also having. Okay, and who knows, maybe this not so grateful country, that black sheep, Bangladesh, they are surviving in this world independently with all sovereignty because of us, because of our defense forces, 1971, or else by this time the Bangladeshi race would have been extinguished, would have been, totally gone. These Pakistani, through this Operation Searchlight, they were almost having this intention to wipe out this whole race of Bangladeshi people. Genocide was going on. Lakhs and lakhs of people, they are lost. Thousands of people, they have lost their livelihood. Thousands of women, they were raped by this Pakistani soldiers, so-called soldiers, idiots, right? It was our forces, it was my defense forces, those who went in there and saved them. And these, not grateful people, just simply for them, all the abusive words I haven't take, but it's okay, right? So they are there now criticizing and abusing us only, India, right? Okay. Balochistan would be independent as well. Yeah, true. Right. Okay. So we did that for them, na? So territories we can acquire any time. Today, Pakistan is an independent nation, na? Okay. Remain independent. Give me back the part of my Punjab, my Sindh, part of my Kashmir, what you have. Okay. And we'll see for Balochistan whether it should be added in Indian territory or not. But yeah, for sure we'll look for Bangladesh, right? So this is how we can do. This is we can do through Article 1. Okay, this is what we can do through what? Article 1. And the territory of India is a wider expression than the Union of India. Remember. Why? Because the Union of India talks about only these two. The territory of India will talk about also those points, also those regions, also those territories which can be acquired later on. So what is a wider expression? It is the territory of India rather than the Union of India. Okay? Right? So always remember, if you have been asked this question, which is a wider expression, territory of India or Union of India? So it will be territory of India. Okay, as per Article 1. Next, the evolution of states. Okay, so at the time of independence, as what we have already discussed yesterday, the cabinet, not yesterday, day before yesterday on Saturday, the cabinet mission plan, what they tried to do to put the last nail in the coffin, right? Grouping of the states, a grouping of the provinces, Group A, Group B, Group C, and we said we're not having this. But ultimately, we made the groups. Okay, so at the time of independence, of the commencement of the constitution, the Union of India consisted states which were categorized into 4 main categories, namely not group, part. Okay, part A, B, C, and D, right? So this grouping system, this part system was discontinued through the 7th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1956, also known as the States Reorganization Act of 1956. Okay. So guys, this is it for today. We will stop here. Okay. To this point, we shall continue from this point in our next session, that is tomorrow, sharp 6 p.m. evening. Okay. So whatever your doubts are, don't worry. Just please go through the last class PDF, last class PPT, whatever you received. Okay. And this shall also be uploaded immediately at the end of the session. Okay. If it is not uploaded, then please ping me on Telegram, Instagram, or mail, WhatsApp, wherever. Okay. I'll just share it with you. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, guys. So all set for today? No questions, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Keep studying well. See you tomorrow.